Then came the contestants' chance to shine in the Generation Game Panto.
Hide your tears, little cinders, because here comes the wicked old skinflint, the stingy old miser himself, the old stinker. Yes, ladies and gentlemen, it must be. It's Frankie Howard. Oh!
Make myself comfy. Now, listen. Aha! I am Stony Brook. I am such your government. It's putting me off. I am Stony Brook, the penniless. What am I? The penniless. What is it? What's the words? The Baron. Baron. Yes. Oh.
By that time, I'd lost my nerve and I was enthusiastic and I was just looking forward to it. I thought it was going to be a screen then.
No! Wait. Run the camera through. No. Ooh, ladies and gentlemen. Yes, ooh, now, yes, no, make yourself comfy. Ooh, yes, now. I'm Stony Broke, yes. The penniless baron, yes. No, anyway. Away, please. All right, then, now, lots of...
But Bob's star turn was enough to get him through to the final, to try his luck on the famous Generation Game conveyor belt.
You have 45 seconds to have a look, starting from now.
And on the conveyor belt on this Christmas day, we have a stereophonic record player and 2 speakers. Fanny Craddock's mince pie, a monster one, a cuddly...
I had a mind's eye that the conveyor belt was about 20 yards long, and it was smooth and no noise, and there's somebody giving you commentary. There was nothing like that. And not only that, they're sort of tilted outwards, so you've got to look over, to peep over to see what they are. And sometimes you don't even know what they are.
The little grill thing. I've got the camera now. And you got the camera, yeah, you said that. I know you did. And just a minute, how many... the tape recorder. Just got the tape recorder, yes.
It was 2 months before Bob's prizes turned up at his house. 30 years later, just one cherished item has survived.
All really that's left, and even this doesn't get used, is the old suitcase here, the leather-stroke plastic suitcase, which I did use a lot, as you can see, but it hasn't been used. It's stuck in the top of a cupboard, and I think I'll keep it forever now.
Didn't you do well? Well!
By the 70s, the BBC had clearly mastered the game show format, but history shows that when it came to dealing with a deep freeze, they were skating on thin ice. The old white Christmases have been a bit few and far between for some of us over the past couple of decades. In the 70s and 80s, one way the television companies put the rosy glow back in our cheeks was with the Holiday on Ice Spectacular. Seasoned teams of ice dancers, coupled with former Olympic greats, would skate not in heavy competition, but for light entertainment. Mum, I'm frozen to the turkey again. After his Olympic victory in 1980, skater Robin Cousins received an offer he couldn't refuse. Hang up your spangly jumpsuit and put on this even more spangly jumpsuit.
I think the idea of having a show that has that spectacular look about it is really exactly what the show was created for, is that to sort of get people to see some outrageous 50 costumes that are so big that the only place they can be seen is in a huge ice rink.
I used to sit about that far away from the TV all the time because that was one programme that my mum and dad didn't mind me watching because it was innocent and it was people dancing and being creative and lovely and clean and no swearing. Isn't she pretty? Truly the angel.
I only thought they were exciting because I was, cracked out on chocolate and sort of, 7. But yeah, anything with costumes, that good, little bits of skirt. Swimming costume with a skirt on it. Fantastic.
Robin Cousins' co-star in Holiday on Ice was Mickey the Chimp. His skating was extraordinary, but tea breaks could be a bit lengthy.
Chimps can't fall over. Being so bow-legged and bow-legged myself, their centre of gravity is so low to the ice. They were just amazing. And I used to high-five Mickey backstage as I was going on and he was coming off. And I remember someone saying to me, "Isn't it hideous to sort of follow the chimp out?" I said, "But they were fantastic."
Despite being dressed like one of Spandau Ballet, Mickey's feats of bravery were legendary. But he wasn't exactly shy about letting his co-stars know exactly how he felt about their flaming hoops. Making a monkey out of a skater isn't too difficult, it seems, but it's tough to concentrate on the ice when you've got a bear behind.
One big cake before the Belgian comes up the ice to destroy his iceberg. Now then, there's a puzzle for you. He has to step from one to the other precariously.
Anything could happen on ice. Anything could happen. But I mean, he'd take it all in his stride. In those days, we used to play games now that'd be sure to be banned. I tangled with Andy the bear on the ice. He was all over me. I was trampled to dust, you know.
British teams always found it difficult on Christmas It's a Knockout, which was invariably set on ice. In 1976, it was a team from Leeds who were the inevitable fall guys.
Can you imagine living in Cortina d'Ampezzo, one of the most fabulous ski resorts ever, and they were born to skate and to ski. They live in snow and ice under the glass mountain. So naturally, the Leeds team are going to get K-Line.
But beware ye TV executives who try to tame the elements. Remember the old adage about never working with children, animals or snow?
Get ready. It's about to begin.
Snowtime special at Christmas, which we recorded on the 23rd of March. When we came to film it, the snow had melted. We were way up in the mountains in Switzerland, so we got the fire brigade to spray foam down the street. But unfortunately, as you see the dancers go through it, it's a bit like dancing in a foam bath.
Snow was a big problem in television terms. You always had to order plenty of snow machines for that snow effect. It was sort of white particles that would never come off your costumes.
If you haven't got a halfpenny, do you?
Hey. Look, how can you expect people to give us money if you go on saying things like that?
Well, I was only having a bit of fun. Cool, this is what Christmas is all about, you know.
If being a fake teddy boy in the 70s wasn't enough, Shawaddy Waddy were also around during the troubled early years of artificial snow.
Rightly or wrongly, all Christmassy scenes have to have either robins or snow in them. And no robins around, and there was no snow. It was quite a warm day, as far as I can remember. So we had this artificial snow. First time I used it, and it was a disaster. The machines didn't work very well. We managed to get a certain amount on the trees around the group, but it took much, much longer to lay the snow than it did to sing the song.
Now let's take a break, because over on ITV, Patrick Mower's having one hell of a 70s party.
I like my Christmases to be nice and traditional. Plenty of holly, mistletoe. Girls. And that means baby shower. Look, it's got sparkle, got life. Now, doesn't that look like a good time? Sorry, darling, you've got work to do. I think I have too.
Baby Shannon's got sparkle. Baby Shannon's got life.
Happiness is a cigar called Hamlet, the mild cigar from Benson and Hedges.
Oh, I am in the Christmas mood.
Oh, Henry, may I please intrude?
By Jove, it's Barry. What have you there?
Lots of goodies from you know where.
I think he means from Brute. Yes, Christmas gifts from Brute 33.
Very tastefully wrapped, you must agree.
So give someone close the perfect gift.
Give him Brute 33 on the 25th.
We said Brute 33 on the 25th.
We said Brute 33 on the 25th.
We said Brute 33 on the 25th.